Hi guys, and welcome back for another video here at Ricky's Vape Spot. Today we'll be taking a look at the Alien mod by Smok. So, Smok has been coming out with some really cool stuff lately. I know the last review I did was the Cloud Beast, and that was a pretty intense experience, at least when looking at vapor production. So today we'll be looking at the Alien mod, which is a 220 watt mod. You can get it in the Alien mod package, just the mod itself, or with the Baby Beast tank included, which is some kind of a starter set. This mod was given to me for the purposes of this review by MTM Store. I will leave their links down in the description box below so you can go and check them out. Right now I think we should go down to the table and check out what comes in the box. Okay guys, and here we are up close and personal with the Smok Alien mod. This is the box from the front. We do have Smok and Alien mod here on the side, as well as a picture of the mod itself. On the side some QR codes, on the other side Alien mod, and some scratch and check authenticity code, as well as some specifications, instructions and company infos on the back here. So we'll take it out of the sleeve like so. Underneath there's the Smok box. Pretty standard packaging for Smok, and when we open it up there's the mod itself. So let's take out the mod, check out what else is in the box. So underneath we do have a screen protector, what seems to be a screen protector here, some battery safety instructions, quality control card, as well as a short user manual to help you get started. And underneath we also have a data USB cable to help you with your firmware updates. So let's put this back in the box and let's check out the mod itself. So the Alien mod is actually a pretty small mod for a dual 18650. Let's look at this one from top to bottom first. So on the top we do have a spring-loaded 510 connection pin. On the front we have a big menu screen, as well as the minus and the plus button here, and the fire button, which is actually this whole side here. We do have some battery ventings here on the top, on this and on this side, and on the bottom we do have a battery door. So the battery door is actually pretty good. It's really easy to swap out your batteries. It's actually pretty nicely indicated as of how to put in your batteries. Let me just get a light here. So as you can see on the top we do have it labeled B and A, or A and B, with the plus and the minus sign next to it. And another thing where it's labeled is actually on the bottom here. You can see there's a minus and a plus sign. Now let's do a quick size and weight comparison. I will take out my VTC Mini first here. You can see it's almost the same height. This one's a little bit smaller, but the width is like a little bit thicker. Let's also take the H-Cigar VT75 Nano. Same here again, this one's a little bit smaller, but approximately all of them are basically the same height. This one is again thicker than this one. So let's take out the scale, do a weight comparison really quickly. So the Alien mod is coming out to roughly about 150 grams. The VTC Mini to 120 grams, and the VT75 Nano to 115 approximately. We can actually test it out with the batteries installed. So we'll take a battery here, another one here, then just quickly push it down. With the batteries installed, this does come out to 237 grams, while the VTC Mini is coming out to 160, so 165, 230 cents. So there is a substantial weight difference, but then again this is a dual 18650 mod. Let's try and turn this on. 1 2 3 4 5 clicks to turn it on. We do get the Smok logo here. Alien. The screen is really nice, with a lot of infos here on the front. So we do have the wattage or the temperature indication on top. Then it does say what kind of wire you're using, and is it in Celsius or in Fahrenheit. We do have the battery indication on the side for the A and the B battery. Then we have the volts, the ohms, the amps, the mode, is it in temperature control or in wattage mode. Then we have the watts, is it firing, and the puff counter as well. On the bottom we do have a indication of how long you were pressing actually the button. When you try to fire it without any atomizers, you will get the no coil sign warning on the front here. Let's put on a tank. I'll use my K-Fun 5. So as soon as I put on an atomizer, it will ask me is it a new coil or old coil, and you can just click. So let's go through the menu system. To get into the menu system, you click it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. We have mod, we have puffs, we have settings, and we have power. You can power it off. So in mod, you can either let it go and it will automatically go inside. Same goes for watts. If you don't do anything, it will just run through the system, run through it, and basically set it as it was. If you want to change something, you can actually long press it and then get inside again. If you short press it, it will just go through the different types of settings. So this coil is in watts, so we'll leave it in watts. We can long press it, and then we have strength mode. It's normal, hard, or soft, so you can choose either one of them, either by long pressing or by letting it go. And as soon as you dial it in, it's basically firing in. So another thing that you can do in the menu system is go through your puffs. You can go into settings, screen time, that's where you can adjust how long your screen is going to be on, screen lock, contrast, you can choose the contrast if the screen is too bright for you, adjust the ohms, so if you see that your ohms are off, you can basically adjust them, and you can download new firmware here. So puff settings, and in power, if you long press, you can power it on or off. So right now we have it in wattage mode, and it's vaping pretty good. We can go from 6 watts all the way to 220 watts, and you will see once the accelerator kicks in, this goes pretty fast. I actually have a hard time once it kicks in to get it exactly where you want, because from 20 to 6 watts there's like half a second maybe, so you have to go step by step. I'll leave this one at 30 watts right now. So let's try something else. Let's unscrew this one and let's screw on a temperature coil. I have this one in the K-Fun Mini. So as soon as I try to fire it, it will ask me is it a new coil or an old coil, and I will say new coil, yes. And now let's go into the menu system, 1, 2, 3, and change the temperature. We say yes. Strength 30 watts seems fine. Nickel, so you have titanium, stainless steel, nickel. We'll choose nickel. This is an NIFE wire inside. You can also adjust the TCR settings here. And we're back to vaping again. So as you can see, the navigation through the menu system is actually pretty easy, and most of it can be done one-handedly. Another thing that you can do, if you press the plus and the fire button at the same time, you can actually adjust the strength in wattage while here. So if you want to adjust your wattage, you don't have to go through the menu all the way. And another thing that you can do, if you press the minus and the plus button, you can actually lock the mod itself. So to unlock it, just press it simultaneously at the same time, and it's unlocked or locked immediately. That was a closer look at the Alien mod. I really have to say I like the design here with these accents. They do come in different colors as well. This one is gold on black, and it really looks nice. Okay, I think we should go back to top and have a vape and talk a little bit more about it. So this is actually working really nicely. I like the feel of it in the hand. There's absolutely no rattle to the mod. Nothing. nothing. The buttons are actually pretty firm to press, but once you get used to it, or once they kind of loosen up a little bit, it's getting much better. I do have to say I really like the fire switch, because no matter how I grab the mod, I can always press it. If I grab it like this, you press it. If you can thumb it, you can go from the other side and press it like this. No matter how you hold it, you can always, if you squeeze it, you will get a vape out of it. I do like the size, I do like how it feels in the hand, and I really like the screen on this mod. So this is definitely one of the better ones I've seen so far with dual 18650 mod, and I think if you're into dual 18650 mods, you will definitely like this. So let's go through a few specs here. This one's 85 millimeters in height, 44 in width, and 30 mils in thickness. One thing that you have to be aware of, that this is the Kayfun V5 sitting on top here, and I do have a little bit of play on this side. So if you're screwing anything on that's above 25 or above 24 millimeters, I think you will have a slight overhang here. So 20, 22, 23, 24 might be even okay. I wouldn't bet on it, but just be aware that if you are having any larger atomizers, that you might get an overhang here. And that's basically the only con I have for this device, because otherwise this is really working. Does it go to 220 watts? I don't have the tech to test it out. I suppose it does go to 220 watts if you have fresh batteries inside and new ones, and if the resistance range is somewhere in the field of where you can get to that. So other specs: power range goes from 6 to 220 watts, voltage range from 0.35 volts to 8 volts, and then we have resistance range from 0.1 to 3 ohms, or for TC values from 0.06 ohms to 3 ohms. Temperature range from 200 to 600 degrees Fahrenheit, or from 100 to 315 Celsius. Okay, let's look at the price point. On MTM Store, the TC Box mod goes for 70 euros. That's about 512, 513 kunas. Also, they have the Smok Alien full kit with the Baby Beast included, and that one goes for 88.53 euros. So you can get both of them. Let's see how they are stock wise. The full kits are in stock, and just the box mod itself, they only have 2 left, so if you're interested, go and check them out. In the end, I can only actually highly recommend this one. If you are on the lookout for a new dual 18650 mod, this one is pretty small. It really looks good, and it's really nice in your hands. Working like a charm. I think that about sums it up for the Alien mod by Smok. Once again, a big thank you goes out to MTM Store for sending me this device for the purposes of this review. I will leave the links down in the description box below where you can get it. I'm wishing you all a wonderful rest of the day. Let's keep on vaping, and I'll see you again pretty soon.